do. Getting everything set up, do. Shameless self-promotion. Shameless self-promotion. That's how that's said. I can't fucking speak. No words can explain my mouth. Except how I don't know how. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do bill. Two people are here. Who are those two people? I couldn't say because I don't know. Okay, let's hope there's no problems with latency or anything this time, to where it's all smooth, lag free. I mess with my OBS settings, so yeah, OBS is fine. That means I don't. It means that it does better. Yeah, it does better. Okay, messing with the picture. Okay, but yeah, last time, if you were paying attention to what I said, I skipped a line, and that line was, "Oh, it must have been because my boobs got bigger." Yes, I fucking said it. And hi there, Jimmy. I won't say Jimbo this time, or this stream, after that one thing saying I won't say it, because fuck. Let's just get right into this shit show. Okay, what, no, what, that. OBS, are you, I see a tiny black line on my OBS, but not like, you know, boom. We're gonna fix it we're gonna fix this the hard way. God, not too much. That should fix it. I mean, I don't know how close it is to real time, so. Oh, it's actually pretty decently close. So yeah, maybe that'll fix it. Maybe a little bit bigger. That's what she said. Come on. You know what? Fine. We're just gonna. It's just something that personally bugs me, so it's just. Is there a way I can crop this? Scale filtering disabled. Nope, there's no way to crop it. Whatever. You know, we're done with that boat. Yeah, let's just load this. Ooh, legs, my favorite. Hint, you can use skip button to fast forward through text you've already read. Not Suki, let's go read to you. ... Nice way to enter that. Ellipses question mark? Well, it's about what I expected from someone like you. That's a bit blunt. Like my fist in your face. Well, excuse me. It's not like I said it was bad. It just didn't evoke any emotions. So basically, it's not cute enough for your tastes. Do you want to get smacked? Yes, please. Oh, never mind. I'll pass. Sigh. Well, anyways, I guess I need to show you mine. Not that you'll like it. Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can sing, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about it. Yeah, I told you you weren't gonna like it. I like it. Ooh, Nani? Just be honest! I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your messages any less vivid, valid. Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. Oh wow, stream health is at green. Yay, for the first time ever with 6 minutes in. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. I cannot speak. Like I set up a rhyme at the end, but then made it all fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized. Vampire tooth. Or is that just a cat tooth? That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, guess not. I decided to humor her with that last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take it away from her. Let's go with Yuri. ... Yuri stares at the poem. A minute passes. More than enough time for her to finish reading. Oh. So sorry. I forgot to start speaking. It's fine. Don't force yourself. I'm not. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay. This is your first time writing a poem, right? Yeah. Why do you ask? I'm just making sure. I guess that it might be after reading through it. Ah, so it's that bad. No! Did I just raise my voice? Sorry. I'm so sorry. Sorry. Shortening things in my mind, saying it out loud how it should be said because presentation. Yuri buries her face in her hands. I couldn't help but notice that it's been several minutes and we really haven't gotten anywhere. It might take Yuri a while to get used to new people. It's fine, I really didn't notice. What were you saying? Alright, it's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert. Yeah, expertise. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem, and writing songs, whether it be instrumental or lyrical value. It really doesn't matter. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice, and learning by example, and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little bit biased, though. Biased? How? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri's apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. And I may be pronouncing Natsuki wrong. I don't know. Let's just say I am pronouncing it right. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily, as if that's a rare opportunity for her. Which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow, bathing. It must be this one, the last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe, calm, breathing air of the past but living in the present but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. Guitar stand fucking... That didn't break something. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe. Calm, breathing air of the present but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. I'm not good at dissecting poems, so let's go on. ... I'm sorry, I have such terrible handwriting. I mean, I can't read cursive or whatever font that was, because I'm not good at reading other things besides just print. What? Nani? I wasn't thinking that at all. I did not mean to sound that sarcastic, I don't know. I commentate too much. But it took you a long time to read. How did she know? Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it's really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Edward. Really? I have no clue what it's about. I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. I tried dissecting it. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their works. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost. Lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past. And soon to be left with nothing. That makes sense! And just actually kind of deep. That's a lot more solemn, putting it that way. I haven't even thought of that. Same, bro. That's impressive. It's nothing really. Well, it makes me happy that you think that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on these things too. Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I'll have to keep trying. I'm counting on you. I'm gonna save actually, just in case. Hi, Edward. Having a good time so far? Hell yeah. Good. Glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Oh boy, that happened. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Haha. Don't worry, Edward. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know. But it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem. I like this one. It makes me think of something Sayori would like. Is that so? You and Sayori are really good friends, right? I wouldn't be surprised if he had those sorts of things in common. Well, we might be good friends, but Sayori and I are actually really different. Well, that may be the case. But maybe there are also some similarities that you wouldn't expect. The way she talks about you. It sounds like the two of you really care about each other's well-being. Even if you show it in different ways, it ends up being more similar than you'd think. So, I think that's the kind of vibe I get when reading your poem. You sure you're not reading into it too much? I could be. Oh gosh, I sound like Yuri, I don't know. But in any case, Sayori's writing has kind of a gentle feel to it. I can tell that she likes exploring with her emotions, like happiness and sadness. Who knew that someone so happy would enjoy sad things too? Me. I'm not very happy all that too often. Yeah, that's totally unexpected. Well, to each their own. I can agree with that. And you shouldn't be afraid to experiment a little bit either. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. This just seems like I'm reading a book. Like, I have a couple of books over there. Yes, I said I don't read. Without force. But I have some books. As a joke, I'm gonna actually read a book one day. That sounds like fun. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. And that's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. Aww. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little biased towards their own kinds of styles. But I always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to be not very good. To not be very... Well, that's 'cause I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? I see. Well, let's read it then. Oh! Longer one. Hole in wall. It couldn't have been me. See the directions the sparkle produces. Yeah, no, see the direction the spackle protrudes. See the direction the spackle protrudes. A noisy neighbor? An angry boyfriend? I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel, blind, like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retinas, already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep, stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out. And he, on the other side, was looking in. Hashtag deep. So, what do you think? It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say I had some kind of empathy recently. It's been influencing my poems a little bit. An epiphany. One second. Okay, I just had to hit my head on a door for a second. An epiphany. Not an empathy. Epiphany. Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway. Here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes, when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for the day. Thanks for listening. Phew. Save. Phew. Guess that's everyone. I glance around the room. That was a little bit more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Cool. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come off nice at all. Well, I do have a couple of suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. I liked it. Sayori liked it. And Edward did too. Yeah, I did. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me? I appreciate that offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless, of course, I come across something particularly inspiring. Particularly? I don't know what that said. Which I haven't yet. And Edward liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was inspired by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh, I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. That's not what you're just saying that. Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Edward appreciates my advice more than he appreciates yours. And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I wouldn't be deliberately going out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Edward started showing up. Okay. Natsuki! Natsuki, that's a little... That doesn't involve you. I don't like fighting guys. Suddenly both girls turned towards me, as if they just noticed some... Suddenly both girls turned towards me, as if they just noticed I was standing there. I can't speak. Edward, she just tried to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point of making all your poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should jump out at the reader, not force them to have to figure it out. Help me explain that to her, Edward. But wait, there's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning them most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessarily limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right, Edward? Well, ... How did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing, but whomever I agree with will probably think more highly of me. Oh, of course it's going to be. I've already been spoiled that something with Sayori happens at one point. So we're just gonna go with Yori for now. Natsuki, you're right that I liked your poem. See? Wait. That's not an excuse for you to be so mean. You shouldn't pick a fight just because someone's opinion is different. That's not what happened at all. Yuri wouldn't even take my poem seriously. I understand. Yuri, you're a seriously talented writer. It's no secret that I was impressed. But here's the thing. No matter how simple or refined someone's writing style is, they're still putting feelings into it, and it becomes something really personal. That's why Natsuki felt threatened when you said her poem was cute. I see. I didn't notice that. I'm sorry. Ugh. But Natsuki, you took it way too far. Yuri means well, and if you just told her how you felt, then that wouldn't have happened in the first place. Are you kidding? That's exactly what I did. It was her that... Natsuki, I think that's enough. You both said some things that you didn't mean. Yuri apologized. Don't you think you should too? Natsuki clenched her fists. In the end, nobody has taken her side. She's trapped at this point, being defiant only because she can't handle the pressure. I end up even feeling bad for her. I can feel bad for someone? I don't have that emotion in real life. Actually, that's a lie. I feel that a lot. Sometimes when I'm hurt, it helps to take a walk and clear my head. Sayori, she doesn't need to... You know what? I'm going to do that. I'll spare me from having to look at all the faces right now. Without warning, Natsuki snatches her own poem up from the desk and storms out. On her way out, she crumples up the poem with her hands and throws it into the trash. Natsuki, she really didn't need to do that. I look across the room. Yuri has her chin buried in her hands while she stares down at the desk. I gingerly approach her and sit in the adjacent chair. It took way too long. Sigh. Everything alright? I'm so embarrassed. I can't believe I acted like that. You probably hate me now. No, Yuri. How could anyone have gotten frustrated after being treated like that? You handled it as well as anyone could. I don't think any less of you. Well, alright. I believe you. Thanks, Edward. You're too kind. I'm thankful to have you a part of the club now. It's nothing. One more thing. That one thing that Natsuki said about, I would never do anything so shameful. So, what thing that Natsuki say? Well, never mind that. I'm going to go make some tea. Ah, good idea. Make enough for more than one person, okay? Yeah. Okay, everyone, it's just about time for us to leave. How did you feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun. Well, I'd say it was worth it. It was alright, well, mostly. Edward, how about you? Yeah, I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone. Awesome! Randomly stopping talking because stuff, oh yeah. Stuff, oh yeah. Stuff, oh yeah. Okay, now start playing the game again. That happened. Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. And maybe you'll learn something from your friends too. So your poems will turn out even better. ... I think to myself, I did learn a little more about the kinds of poems everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job impressing those I want to impress. I nod to myself with newfound determination. Edward, ready to walk home? Sure, let's go. Sayori beams at me. I thought that said Sayori belongs to me. It truly has been a while since Sayori and I have spent this much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Sayori? About what happened earlier. What do you mean? You know, between Yuri and Natsuki. Does that kind of thing happen often? No. That's really the first time I've seen them fight like that. I promise they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you? No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all, and I have a headache for some reason. I can't see why they'd make good friends with you. Wait. I can see why they'd make good friends with you. Phew. You know, Edward, it's nice that I get to spend time with you in the club. But I think seeing you get along with everyone is making me the happiest. And I think everyone really likes you too. That's... Every day is going to be so much fun! Sigh. It looks like Sayori still hasn't caught on to the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop there? We'll just have to see what the future holds, Sayori. I put Sayori on the shoulder. I said that more to myself than to her, but it's easy to use Sayori as an internal monologue sometimes. Okay. Yeah, let's do this. Ooh, forgive. Boop! I have to choose boop. Rainbow, yes, gayness. Fear! Cause tragedy, it's danger me. Cause people are held captive every... Oh. Laugh. Philosophy. Pure. Kiss. Death. Clumsy. Insight. Defeat. Comfort. Desire. Papa. Scars. Tenacious. Sadness. Love. Another day passes as it's time for the club meeting already. We're gonna save in case if anything happens. It's time for the club meeting already. I've gotten a little more comfortable here over the past couple days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me. Hi, Edward. Yo, Sayori. Oh. Looks like you're in a good mood today. I'm just still not used to bringing you in the club, that's all. I see. That's a pretty simple thing to get you in a good mood. But I guess it's always the simplest things with you. Anyway, speaking of which, I'm kinda hungry. Will you come with me to buy a snack? No thanks. That's not like you at all. I have my reasons. Why don't we go look at your purse, Sayori? Why that all of a sudden? No reason, really. I just wanted to look at it. Sayori nervously retrieves her coin purse. She fumbles with the latch and gets it open. Then she turns it upside down and lets its contents spill on the desk. Only 2 small coins fall out. I knew it. I can see right through you, Sayori. That's not fair. How did you even know? It's simple. If you had enough money in the first place, you would have bought a snack before coming to the club room. So either you're not hungry and want an excuse to take a walk, or you plan to conveniently forget that you spent all your money so that I would have to lend you some. But there's one more thing. You're always hungry. And so that only leaves the one option. Oh, I give up. Don't make me feel guilty. If you feel guilty, that means you deserve to feel guilty. Yuri suddenly giggles. I didn't notice that she was listening in. Her face is in a book, as always. I wasn't listening or anything. It was just something in my book. Yuri, tell her to let me borrow some money. Don't get me involved like that, Sayori. Besides, you should only buy what you can responsibly afford. Advice to live by, even though I'm currently not living by it. Because I have no money. And frankly, after pulling a mischievous little stunt like that, your suffering is fair enough retribution. ... Ah, did I just... I didn't mean that. I got too absorbed in my book. I really like when you speak your mind, Yuri. It doesn't happen much, but it's a fun side of you. There's no way you could think that. You were right, though. I did something bad, and now I have to accept the retribution. That. Still coming from you, Sayori. I guess there's a little devil inside all of us, isn't there? Don't let her fool you. Sayori knows exactly what she's doing. After all, she's told you guys that she's bringing me to the club before she even told me. But you wouldn't have to come if it weren't for the cupcakes. So I had to trick Natsuki into making them. Come on, give me more credit than that, Sayori. Flap. Yeah, out of nowhere something smacks Sayori in the face and tumbles onto the desk. Ow, what was it? A cookie. Sure enough, it was a giant cookie wrapped in plastic. What the? Like, what the absolute fuck? Sure enough, it was a... Sayori glances around. Is this a miracle? It's because I paid my restitution. Retribution. Actually, that one almost worked. I was just going to give it to you, but then I heard you blab about the cupcakes. It was totally worth seeing your reaction, though. Natsuki, that's so nice of you. I'm so happy. Sayori hugs the cookie. Jeez, just eat it. Sayori rapidly tears open the wrapper and takes a big bite. I don't see anybody eating anything. So good. Sayori suddenly claps her hands around her mouth. I bit my tongue. You're going through a lot over just one cookie. Natsuki takes a bite of her own cookie. Ah, yours looks really good too, Natsuki. Can I try it? Jeez. Beggars can't be choosers. But yours is chocolate. Yeah, why do you think I gave you that one? Fine. Still, I'm really happy that you shared this one with me. Sayori gets out of her seat and goes behind Natsuki, then wraps her arms around her. Jeez. I get it. Cookie still wrapped in hands, Natsuki reaches up to nudge Sayori off of her. Sayori suddenly leans down and takes a bite out of Natsuki's cookie. Hey! Did you seriously just do that? Mouthful, Sayori trots away to safety. Yuri and I laugh as well. Geez, you're such a kid sometimes. Monica, can you tell Sayori? Natsuki glances around. Monica isn't in the club room. Where's Monica anyway? Good question. Have any of you heard anything about her being late today? Not me. Yeah, I haven't either. That's a bit unusual. I hope she's okay. Did she get murdered? Of course she's okay. She's probably just had something to do today. She's pretty popular after all. You don't think she It has a, I wouldn't be surprised. She's probably more desirable than all of us combined. That's true. Excuse me? Suddenly the door swings open. Sorry, I'm super sorry. There you are. I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Monica chose the club over her boyfriend after all. You're so strong, Will Wild. But boyfriend? What on earth are you talking about? Monica quizzically glances at me. Never mind that. What held you up anyway? Well, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I kinda just lost track of time. That makes no sense though. You would have heard the bell ring at least. I must not have heard it since I was practicing piano. Piano? I wasn't aware you played music as well, Monica. I don't really. I kinda just started recently. I've always wanted to learn piano. That's so cool! You should play something for us, Monica. Monica looks at me. Maybe once I get a little better, I will. Yay! That sounds cool. I'd also look forward to it. Is that so? In that case, what? Oh, I could just right-click and it. Oh, cool. In that case, I won't let you down, Edward. Monica smiles sweetly. I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that. Don't worry. I've been practicing a whole lot recently, and I'd really love the chance to share once I'm ready. I see. In that case, best of luck. Thanks! So, I didn't miss anything, did I? No, not really. I choose to leave out Sayori's mischievously escapade. I'm sure Natsuki will end up complaining to her anyway. It looks like everyone has already settled down. Sayori somehow already finished her entire cookie. Yuri is back to her book, and Natsuki disappeared into the closet. Edward! Sayori suddenly comes up to me. I am tired. I'm not stopping though. I'm going to get some supplies from another classroom. Want to come with me? Supplies? What for? Well, you know how the festival's coming up and popping. Second. I guess I just heard random popping. Well, you know that festival that was coming up. Me and Monica were going to make some posters and stuff. So I need to go find some crayons and markers and glue sticks. Ah, I see. Sure, I'll go with you. Yay! Okay, Monica, we'll be back soon. Ah, are you going with Edward to get the supplies? There's no need to trouble yourself. I'd be happy to go with him. Aw, but I wanted to go. It's so much fun exploring empty classrooms and stuff. Okay. It was just a suggestion. See if you can find poster paper too. Okay. Ready, Edward? Yep, let's go. My character just has like a sarcastic tone to everything Sayori says. Sayori and I exit the club room. I follow behind as Sayori hums and skips around the hallway. Honestly, it feels like I'm taking a kid to the mall or something. Sayori finds pleasure in the simplest things sometimes. Hey Sayori, what exactly are we doing for the festival anyways? I'm not sure how you would make an event out of literature. Me and Monica have already planned it out, don't you worry. Is that so? Yep, we're going to do a poetry performance. A performance? What kind? Well, everyone is going to take turns on stage and recite their favorite poems. Ah, that sounds kind of dull. Edward, you're not thinking about it in the right way at all. It's not just about reading poems, it's about performing them. Like you say the lines of like a poem like, between my feet, the last remaining flower beckons to me. I twist the stem, freeing it from its clinging roots, caressing the final joyous moments between my fingers. But to what end have I summoned this joy? For now, when I look in every direction, The once prosperous field before me is but a barren wasteland. ... Like that. Sayori, how do I put this? I'm sure it's just me, but it's impossible for me to take you seriously when you talk like that. Yeah, you meanie. I'm working super hard on this, you know. I know. I just mean that it's pretty unordinary contrast to your cute self. Ah ha ha, don't say that, it's embarrassing. But I guess that means I'm doing a good job. Yeah, I guess so. So excited. The festival is going to be so much fun. Sayori spins herself around in the hallway again. Hey, Edward, this classroom over here is empty. Let's begin the mission. The mission, eh? It's been a long time since I've spent time with Sayori like this, but in the end she hasn't changed one bit. She's nothing like a ball of sunshine drawing happy vibes from the world around her. It's a pretty nostalgic feeling for me. As the years went by, I began to hold myself into my room more and more. So going adventuring with Sayori brings about a special sort of feeling I forgot I had in me. The two of us enter the classroom. Sayori heads straight to the closet and I follow. Let's see what we have in here. Crayons. Sayori pulls a box full of crayons off the shelf. They're the best brand too. They're kind of dirty though. Sayori starts pulling various crayons out of the box, reading their color names. Alright, that's one down. Don't get distracted. Still need to find... Wait, I'm looking for my favorite color. Fine. Then at least move aside so I can look for the poster paper. I dropped one by accident. Smack. Ah! Sayori bends over and smacks her forehead right onto the shelf. She falls to the floor and the crayons spill all over her lap. Wow. Insert Yoshi noise. You okay? My forehead. Sayori clutches her forehead. She's Sayori. That's just like you, isn't it? Come on, let me see. Since Sayori's sitting on the floor, I grab her by the waist and pull her up to the closet. You have to move your hands, Sayori. But it hurts. Just do it for a second. Okay, fine. Sayori slowly releases her hands from her forehead. I gently brush her bangs to the side. Ow! Sorry. There's a huge red mark on the center of her forehead. A bump is starting to form as well. Man, that's gonna swell up. I should find you some ice. Edward, where would I even find ice around this time? I guess a cold drink would do. You don't have to. I'm fine with looking like a unicorn. Even wincing from the pain, Sayori looks like a silly joke. What are you saying? I'll be right back, okay? Okay. I pat Sayori on the shoulder and run out into the hallway. I locate the nearest vending machine. What should I get? It doesn't really matter since it will be used as an ice pack rather than to drink, but I know Sayori likes apple juice, so I purchased that one. In just a moment, I'm already returning to the classroom where I left Sayori. Back to this. She has one palm on her forehead and is using the other to clumsily scoop crayons back into the box. 24? What's the brand? Is the brand 24? Plus, I only see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I only see 9 crayons. At least they were already in the wrong spots before I spilled them. Sayori, here. I hand Sayori the bottle of apple juice. It's nice and cold. Did you drink some out of it beforehand? Because, like, it's half full or half empty? However you want to look at it, or however it actually is. Sayori opens the cap and starts drinking from it. Sayori, what are you doing? Is OBS still working? Oh, it is. Good. Yeah. Sayori, what are you doing? It's for your forehead, idiot. Sorry, I forgot. How hard did you hit your head? Sayori places the bottle against the bump on her forehead. It stings. Just bear with it. It'll feel better soon. Looks like you cleaned up most of the crayons, so that's good. Hey, Edward. It kind of reminds me of growing up, doesn't it? What do you mean? You know how we used to play outside all the time? I would always try to keep up with you. You were kind of oblivious in some ways. I am oblivious. Like I usually fell behind or had trouble climbing on the things you did. But sometimes when I tried to do things I couldn't, I would get myself hurt. I'd fall and scrape myself or get a bump. And I would start crying really hard. And you would rush over as quick as you could. You could try really hard to get me to stop crying. It was almost like you blamed yourself and were afraid of getting in trouble if someone found out. Even though it wasn't your fault at all, you know? Did I really do that? Yeah, don't you remember? Come to think of it, maybe I do remember a bit. I guess I was always so focused on my games that I didn't pay enough attention to you. So in a way, it was my fault. Kind of like this time too. If I wasn't rushing you out of the closet, you probably wouldn't have hit your head. Edward, I don't think you realize it, but you're always thinking about other people. Even after all these years, you're rushing to help me, even though I'm just being clumsy. You're really a sweetheart. Don't call me that. And I don't really do this kind of thing all the time. I guess when it comes to you, it just feels more natural. Before I even know it, I'm treating you like that. I guess that's what happens when you've been friends for so long. Really? Maybe you're right. Edward, I'm so glad that's nothing changed between us. One second. Don't you think it'll be like this forever? I'm back. Forever? This time it feels forever? If I'm honest to myself, there's no telling where we'll end up for college. After all. So it wouldn't be fair for me to make any promises. But, well, I hope so. It's been this long already, right? I can't imagine you ever changing, so my hopes are up. I'm so happy. Sayori has a whimsical expression in her eyes. She remains silent for a moment. She's so silly and clumsy on the outside that when I see her deep in thoughts like this, it makes me not want to disturb her. I guess we should go back. I don't want to have to worry Monica. Right? Good luck with that. She's gonna see her forehead either way. Not if I hide it under my bangs. Sayori hops to her feet. She clutches her forehead again. Don't stand up so fast after hurting yourself. Oh, well, I guess it's too late now. Anyways, let's go. I follow Sayori out of the classroom. Sayori plays with her bangs, trying to hide the bump, but without much success. In a moment, we make it back to the club room. Oh, you're back. Good timing. I was just about to start with sharing our poems. Sayori, your forehead. She's fine. Don't worry about it. I was playing with the crayons and smacked my forehead into the shelf. Well, anyways, we're able to find everything we needed. I have it right. Sayori frantically glances around herself. I forgot all the stuff. Calms down, Sayori. I have it all right here. I found the poster paper too. Aha! Sounds like you ended up doing all the work, Edward. Yep. Well, Sayori, I failed to come up with an excuse for Sayori. I made it an adventure. Yeah, that. Oh, okay. In any case, good work. I'll start working on the posters tonight. Me too. Okay, everyone. Are you ready to share your poems? I guess I should grab mine. After making sure the crayon box is closed tightly, I return to my seat. No, I'm just gonna stop it here. Because, yeah, I think a 55-minute stream is long enough, and paranoia. Yeah. Why is it skipping? But, oh, it's just whenever I switch screens, it starts skipping, I guess. But, anyways, good night. Have a good one. I don't know. I don't have a formal outro. And yes, I only know there's... How many people have been watching this? 2. The whole time it's been 2. Maybe yeah, it was 3 at one point. For about 3 minutes, then it just jumped down to 0. So... And we had 1 comment. But I'm just... I hope we make some good progress tomorrow, and then Friday I won't be able to stream. There might be an upload. I really prefer streaming because it's more interactive, even though not really enough people to make a difference. Because just really isn't. So yeah, so I'm getting the game off screen. Yes, I'm sure I want to exit. But I'm going to be rambling on for a minute or two, so yeah. So there's a new channel icon. Thanks to sorry, I don't have your name off the top of my head. Made by Ender SGGKH. And he will have a banner for us soon. So, thank you, and I doubt you're watching. Oh, yeah, because I forgot to announce to my Discord. Link to the Discord, Twitter, Reddit, my personal Instagram, and, I hope a DeviantArt soon for my personal. There's also a Game Jolt email for anything very, important. Because who knows how this is going to be in a day or two. I don't expect anything, because just having a small rate of 2 people. Well, yesterday it was 5 at the beginning. Then again, latency problems, and I didn't have everything set up the proper way. So, yeah. It's just, I like doing this. And I don't know if I might record something and upload it tomorrow, which I don't have any editing software at the moment. Things could change. I have no money, and if Adobe Premiere and Adobe Photoshop and all of that wasn't a subscription but yet a one-time buy, I would splurge. Music stuff may happen soon. No promises. And yeah, I plan on streaming other stuff like Mario 64 Last Impact is something I want to do, which that would be fun. And I also want to stream Stardew Valley single player, and Ethan, the other person on the channel, if you don't know, there's 2 people. I'm the only one who's been posting stuff and recording, and honestly neither of us have been active on any of our social medias. Actually, we only have 2, and Reddit isn't even really a social media. But yeah, there might be Stardew Valley multiplayer if he can fix the problem with his microphone on his computer, because we don't want to do the shittiness of recording speakerphone. Yeah. I have low standards, but I won't go that low. So, worst comes to worst, Google Hangouts while he's using it on his phone. Because, yeah. Also, I want to get into streaming solitaire and just having fun with that. Just having a tiny way to relax and just streaming solitaire while having the chat. Just having a giant conversation while playing solitaire. I think that could be fun. But yeah. have nothing else to say at the moment, so thanks for watching.